Since my last tier list video did so freaking good, I decided to make another one. This time ranking all the zombie maps individually. I honestly think that this is the most base tier list that's possibly ever going to grace the COD Zombies community. Look, I've been playing this shit since its birth, since World at War, Nacht Der Untoten, right? I didn't start with fucking Kino. I literally started at the fucking beginning, and I've gone all the way, with the exception of fucking Cold War, and all the new shit is fucking garbage. Even Black Ops 4 almost didn't make it onto here until as of like the past couple of months, where I've gone back and actually played that game, and I've had a lot of fun with it. And I used to neglect BO4, but it's actually really fun. But other than that, the maps here, there's going to be no remakes included, no chronicles, nothing, right? So you just get the original maps, the original Nacht, like, you know what I mean? With the exception of maybe, I don't know, maybe the Giant and Riese. I'll give a pass for that. I'll put both of them here, but other than that, none of that other fucking nonsense. Also, nothing after Black Ops 4. Cold War Zombies is barely zombies to me. Like, I don't even understand some of the love it gets. I think it's just shit all around the board. Like, it's just not zombies at all. It feels like a fucking multiplayer, you know, limited time game mode. It's ass. But I'll stop ranting about that. So World at War to Black Ops 4, and also no Dead Ops Arcade. I mean, I got nothing against Dead Ops, but it's fucking Dead Ops Arcade. Like, what? I'm gonna be going in order here. So first up is Nacht Der Untoten. This is where it all started. I mean, yeah, it's bare bones as shit. There's literally really nothing here. There's 2 doors that you fucking open, and that's really it. I mean, it's a fun map just to, I mean, have just mindless fun on. Like, you're really not doing much. Yeah, I mean, it's not a dog shit map. If you say Nacht is a dog shit map, like, I don't know what you're on about. Like, it's a zombies map. It plays fine. That's it. The only exception is, like, the zombies are really freaking slow to start. Like, the game takes forever to pick up. Well, if you know, if it's not your first time playing zombies. If it's your first time, you really don't give a shit. But I'll put it in this tier right here. Maybe one game. You know, I'll play a game of Nacht, right? Like, I got nothing against it, but like, I ain't fucking, if I go down, I ain't fucking booting it back up and saying, oh wow, I want to go for another higher round. No. No. Verruckt is next. So yeah, this time Verruckt is by far the scariest map. I think everybody kind of agrees with that. Even like when you go up to like that doctor's chair, or like the dentist fucking shit that you lay on, and you hear like the drilling noise and the scream, and it's, dude, Verruckt is just unmatched when it comes to the horror aspect. Also the first map to have perks and everything, and power, whatnot, but realistically, it's not that great. I would actually put it, though, yeah, it's right above Nacht. I was thinking of maybe putting it in the okay tier, but realistically, I'm only good for like one game of Verruckt, right? I actually played Verruckt just recently. I played one game, whatever round I got to, and then I was like, oh, okay. I don't really want to, I'm not going to come back to it now for a little bit, you know? I'm not going to sit down and say I want to play Verruckt. Same goes for the next map, Numa. Numa, easy round 100 if you want to go for that. I don't, because I don't fucking care, but it's easy. You got that fucking trap. I really like the fact that this map kind of has the central hub and then the 4 branching areas. That's really cool. And I do like the randomized perks. People fucking bitch about the randomized perks, like that actually makes a difference. Like, what? Who cares? It makes it more fun. Like, but realistically, it doesn't even matter. You're gonna open all parts of the map anyways and get your perks. Like, if you play zombies, you know what you're doing. It's not that difficult of a map. So I've heard people fucking say that. I'm like, why does it matter? Like, what? But yeah, I mean, hey, this map was also scary as fuck too. World at War is just, World at War, I said Verruckt is unmatched. Overall, World at War is unmatched in terms of that horror aspect. I mean, just listening to those radios in the spawn room used to scare the shit out of me. Back when, you know, the storyline and everything had, you know, more mystique to it. We didn't really know much, and then it was all this cryptic shit. Oh, dude, it was so good. But I guess realistically, I'll put it above Verruckt. they're about the same. Honestly, they can kind of like go back and forth for me. Really not much else to say. Next up is Der Riese, and immediately goes right into the great tier. Der Riese, like, the quality jump between the first 3 maps and then Der Riese is insane. Mainly just because of the Pack-a-Punch machine. I mean, it just added so much more replayability to the game because you're just like, oh, I want to see what this weapon does. What does this weapon do when I Pack-a-Punch it? Yada, yada, yada. And honestly, the catwalk camping spot, iconic. You can sit and eat there. And then just the overall vibe of this map's just fucking incredible. It's also based off, like, possibly my favorite multiplayer map, which is Nightfire from World at War. When I first found out that and put 2 and 2 together, then I found out, I'm like, oh my god, this is just Nightfire. I loved it. This is how, like, World at War here, because all of these are pretty much, you know, all the maps in World at War are based off of multiplayer maps, and that's actually not a bad thing when done right. You know, we'll get into one later that's just like, no, fuck this, but they did them right when they made them. Yes, they're not 1-to-1 with their multiplayer counterparts, but they made it work so well. But Der Riese is just a classic map. I don't understand how anybody could just hate Der Riese. Like, dude, it's a fucking classic. Not quite the GOAT, right? Can't really give it that, but dude, yeah, Der Riese held it down for so long after that map came out. So fucking good. Now, if you're Chaos X Silencer, this is right up here. This is the GOAT map, Kino Der Toten, right? Unless you're me. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I've been a Kino hater for fucking years. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Yes, when Black Ops 1 came out and all we had was Kino and 5 and Dead Ops Arcade, and most people just played Kino, right? That's just what you played, right? But even then, after, like, we got the DLCs for Black Ops 1, I never wanted to fucking play Kino because I'm just like, all it is just a lamer version of Der Riese. Like, it's really not good at all. Like, I honestly don't have much fun playing Kino. I really don't. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding you. In that sense, I'm honestly tempted to just put Kino right above Nacht. Like, honestly, I don't even really want to play Kino, but yes, I would play a game of Kino, but realistically, it's just, at least with these other maps, there's a little bit of a challenge to it just because of their old school nature. But Kino, you could just train on the theater stage the whole time, you know, get your thunder gun and whatnot. But it's just such a bad map. Like, it's really not that good, dude. Like, yes, it's iconic, but iconic doesn't mean, oh, it doesn't always mean good. It just means, oh, it's Kino. I recognize that. Everybody knows Kino. But, dude, if you started, you know, your zombies journey with Kino, yeah, you're probably going to rank it higher. But me, dude, this was literally going to be a World at War DLC map, and it obviously shows, but, like, and it would have slapped if it was on World at War, because obviously zombies was really hot at the time after Der Riese, but like I said, it's just a dumbed down version of Der Riese. It's just lamer. Like, it's just not that good. But I'll put it right here at the top of maybe one game. I'll give it that. I was thinking maybe okay, but, like, no. It's next up is 5. I mean, alright. There are so many people out there that will just praise 5 just because it's difficult and stuff. Bro, fuck 5. Like, honestly, fuck this map. It's a cool idea, cool setting. The Pentagon Thief's fucking awesome. It's scary as shit. But realistically, the map is just not that fun to play. It's fun to troll, maybe, like with the elevators if you're playing co-op. This map really has nothing for me. The Winter's Hell is fucking dog shit. Like, it's not even like, oh wow, this map has such an awesome wonder, but no, it fucking sucks. It's like, honestly, like, I barely played 5. I would just pick Kino, even though I really wasn't big on Kino. But I'm just like, I'd rather just play fucking Kino than 5. So now Ascension, dude. This map is so fucking awesome. Look, with Black Ops 1, ever since the start and through the DLCs, the maps just got progressively better and better. This just goes to show here, like, there was a massive jump in quality, which, like I said, goes back to that point of Kino just being another World at War map. They just threw it in Black Ops 1. Dude, Ascension, oh, man, this fucking map. Where do I even begin? I mean, starting off, like, you fly in on that lunar lander, and the whole map is black and white, dude. That was unforgettable when I first played that. I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought the whole map was going to be like that until you turn the power on, and you're like, okay, now we're ready to fucking rock. Obviously, the first Easter egg, pretty much, in Zombies, even though really it's not that rewarding, and, like, no one ever really does it. Who really gives a shit about it? But this map is just so fucking awesome. I just love the overall atmosphere of it. And just how it fits into the story. Like, a lot of these maps, I'm not gonna, you know, this is mainly based, this tier list is based off of gameplay and the main Easter egg once we get into the more serious ones. But also story matters a lot too. And this whole facility here, if you know anything about the zombie storyline, dude, it's just fucking awesome. I really like how this map just, like, took the scale of Zombies and just blew it up a lot more. This map is a hell of a lot bigger than, you know, Kino, obviously. And it makes it more fun for co-op, because, like, let's say, like, you go down on the other side of the map, and now you gotta go fucking run and get your buddy up or some shit like that. It just made for more fun gameplay experiences that way. But yeah, I mean, the map's big. There's plenty of different training spots and stuff, and they're not, like, you know, the easiest training spots in the world. There's, you know, obviously the one by the first, like, lunar lander that you get to. Yeah, that's an iconic training spot, and it's really easy. But if you want to train around some of the other parts of the map, you know, it could be a little difficult, which makes it more fun. Yeah, I mean, also it was nice to have, you know, it wasn't necessarily like the teleporters from Riese, but, you know, flying the 3 lunar landers to get Pack-a-Punch open was really cool. The only downside of this map, really, is just the fucking monkeys. It's a cool concept, you know, knowing that they could just take your perks away. But honestly, they just get so fucking annoying to deal with. It's just like, and for fucking solo play, it's like, what the fuck do you do? Like, this is just like, this is ridiculous. But I don't outright hate him, but I kind of hate him. But end of the day, Ascension is going over to Riese. It's such a great map. Next up is Call of the Dead. And Call of the fucking Dead, look, I remember back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure people really were too keen on this map, but I've seen a lot of love for this map over the years, and, like, I'm honestly shocked. I really thought people weren't big on Call of the Dead. Me personally, love Call of the Dead. It's going right up here in the fucking GOAT tier. Dude, this map is, dude, once again, my favorite word, atmosphere. This map nails it. I don't give a shit that the map gets snowy and foggy and stuff. It's cool. We haven't seen it before in any of these maps. So that just makes it a hell of a lot more interesting to me. I also, once again, just love the scale of this map, just how big it is. And traversing it, it could be a little weird sometimes, but realistically, you can kind of get anywhere you need to at any time. You know, you have the flinger from the ship all the way to the lighthouse. You have the zip line from the lighthouse to the ship. You know, this isn't Nacht Der Toten, so they didn't expand the map. So those 2 traversals, they make for good fun, and they work. So who could forget George Romero? I know that's probably the biggest, you know, flaw for this map for a lot of people. Everybody just thinks George is really annoying. But once again, this is just Black Ops 1 being Black Ops 1, and these devs just having a lot more fun. Just saying, alright, what if we threw this boss zombie into the map that's pretty hard to kill for most people? It just makes it a hell of a lot more fun. And it's like, oh, if you shoot him, then he's going to start chasing after you, so be careful not to shoot him. Dude, it just adds so much more in terms of gameplay. It just makes it a hell of a lot more fun. I mean, and the training spot right outside the lighthouse is iconic. Nice, easy training spot to go for high rounds. And actually, just recently, someone actually got round 100 on Call of the Dead Black Ops 1 just because it was pretty much impossible, or it still pretty much is, but... And that's due to the fact that, yes, the wonder weapons on this map do kind of suck. You know, there's really no debating that. It's just the truth. But I really don't mind wonder weapons. Yes, wonder weapons are incredibly important to a zombies map. But at the end of the day, I mean, look, the Vrillia gun or the VR11 was just, when you first shot that thing, the zombie turned into like a guy or whatever, like in a suit. You're just like, what the fuck is this? But then you kind of realize how shit it is. But the Scavenger's a really cool gun. We got 2 wonder weapons pretty much on this map, so that was fucking dope. And also, I know I said Ascension was kind of like the first Easter egg, but realistically, Call of the Dead was. I don't even think there. I don't think there was an achievement for Call of the Dead, but it was a lot more. There was a lot more to do in it besides Ascension. Plus, you had to listen to like the dialogue and stuff. Well, I guess you have to do that for Ascension too, to progress with the Easter egg. But like I said, this is just Treyarch just progressing their maps here, and I truly believe they created one of the greatest of all time with Call of the Dead. Next up is Shangri-La. Oh, Shangri-La. So, this map is hard. Shangri-La is a fucking hard map. I think everybody kind of knows that. If you've played it, it's a difficult map. But at the end of the day, Shangri-La really doesn't do much for me. It's a cool setting. Everything about the map just looks fantastic, especially on like Black Ops 3 Shangri-La. It looks awesome. The thing is, though, Shangri-La, it's a boring map to me. It's just... I just feel like you open up the map and you're like, all right, what do I do now? Like, there's no fun spots to train, and which makes the map difficult. Yes, I mean, if you're playing co-op, you could camp up by the minecart, and then if things get too hot, you know, you take the minecart down. But it's just not that fun of a map. I mean, we had 2 new zombies with the napalm and the shrieker. Those were really cool, but it's not like that makes the map, you know, get a jump in a tier because of, you know, the special zombies. Also on co-op, like, this map was practically fucked to play like public matches on because the way Pack-a-Punch worked, where everybody has to stand on a totem or a tile to make the totem stop spinning, and if no one had their fucking mic on in a public match, you were fucked. Like, you're never getting Pack-a-Punch, and you need Pack-a-Punch on this goddamn map. So that was fucked. I didn't like that. It's a fun way of opening up Pack-a-Punch, but it just doesn't work in public matches, but whatever. The baby gun was really cool. That's actually such a... It's one of the best wonder weapons. It might be the best. I forget. I have no idea where it ranks, but that is such a fucking awesome wonder weapon for sure. Also, the Easter egg. Alright, I know I said Ascension was the first real Easter egg and then Call of the Dead, but Shangri-La really just took things to another level. I think this was the first map that actually had an achievement for the main Easter egg. When you save Gary and Brock, or, well, I guess you end their cycle. I forget how Shangri-La plays out. I think that you just kind of end their cycle of them being trapped and you essentially kill them. But yeah, Shangri-La was just, it did a lot of things right, but at the same time, the map is just boring. I mean, just running through that one sand trap room, it gets pretty annoying after you do it. Like, for the first 2 or 3 times, you think it's pretty cool, and then you're like, okay, no, this is just annoying. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. The water slide and the minecart were really fun, but once again, you use it once or twice, and it's like then the magic wears off. Yeah, really, it's just an okay map at best. Really, that's where I'm gonna put it. So looking at Moon here. Now, Moon, I feel like this map had so much more potential because, well, you're on the fucking moon. And also just, well, once again, storyline here, fucking amazing. But Moon, I would honestly say the Black Ops 3 version of Moon is the superior version here. But like I said, I'm not including Chronicles at all. Moon is just a weird map. I mean... having the spacesuit on and then needing like something like the hacker device, and then you can't breathe in some areas, and also if you're playing co-op, someone throws a fucking grenade in the first room, then you can't breathe in there. There's shit like that, but that's what makes the map unique and fun. But I don't know, the map just kind of like, I don't know, the first couple times you play it, it's like really cool, and then afterwards I'm just like, I don't really care that much about it. Obviously, undeniably, the Easter egg is just phenomenal. It gets pretty tedious when you're doing Samantha Says towards the end. I will admit that. But it's also pretty annoying that if you're doing it solo, like, you're fucked. Like, you have to get such good RNG just to get the shit that you need. But whatever. But just that ending of blowing up the fucking Earth. And that's just how Black Ops 1 ends. Like, that was the last DLC, and then we're just like, oh, great, we get a fucking Infinity Ward game now. Everybody was dying to know what happens next after you blow up the fucking Earth on Moon. And then you could go back to Groom Lake, just to fucking see what happened there. Oh my god. also the ray gun, or no, it's the porter's, it's a wave gun, but then it's also the dual wield ray guns. Oh my god, whatever the fuck it's called, amazing wonder weapon. You know, seeing those zombies just fucking explode when you shoot the wave guns, awesome, and then you can just rip it apart and have it dual wield fucking ray guns, or like zap guns. That's what they're called, the zap guns. That was such an awesome idea for a wonder weapon, truly. But honestly, this map really doesn't do much for me. Like, I don't sit here and like play Moon that much, and if I play Moon, it's not even the Black Ops 1 version, it's the Black Ops 3 version. It's an okay map, I guess. It could get into the great tier sometimes. Sometimes when I'm playing it, yeah, I think it's a great map. Then the other times I'm like, this is okay. So I think I'll just leave it at the top of okay for now. Oh, Tranzit. See, I really, really want to love Tranzit. I really do. Even when it fucking came out, I didn't even think it was that bad, but once you start playing a lot more and you're like, oh my god, this is such a fucking chore, like Pack-a-Punch is a bitch to open, it's just annoying. But what this map was trying to do is so fucking awesome. It just sucks that it was held back by, you know, console limitations and all that. I'm so excited for the Tranzit remake that's being made right now for Black Ops 3. But I have to rank Tranzit as is. Like I said, you take they were so close for this map to be great or goated, but they just dropped the ball in so many places, and obviously the one being the fog and the denizens, which I don't mind, but like it's just fucking annoying. It's really honestly just annoying to fight off. I mean, there is a lot of tech on Tranzit, like certain timings you can hit with your melee to actually make the denizens not that annoying. But realistically, to a normal player, you're not gonna, you know the timing and all that. And there's other things too, certain places where you can place the wind turbine and stuff. I really want to love this map. I really do, but realistically, it's just dog shit. It's sad to see, but that's just what it is. It's definitely such an iconic map because it's Tranzit, right? It's just like it's Tranzit. People played it on Black Ops 2, one of the biggest Call of Duty games, and they remember playing fucking Tranzit and probably not getting past like round 10. Yeah, it's just I really do like love the fact that if you jump off the bus at one point and you run through the cornfields, you can get to Nacht Der Untoten. Stuff like that's really cool. Like I really want them, you know, Treyarch to remake Tranzit or a Tranzit-like map. Not quite like Outbreak on like Cold War, how expansive that was, but like just a big map like Tranzit and just make it like just don't put all the annoying bullshit into it. And I think it could be one of the greatest maps of all time. Tranzit, out of all the maps here, just it has the most potential, right? Like there's so much room for improvement. Like some of these other maps, it's just like, yeah, there's some things you can fix here and there, but realistically at the end of the day, Moon's always gonna be Moon, Shangri-La's always gonna be Shangri-La. Exactly, right? But Tranzit, oh man, it could have been so fucking good, but I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. It's a dog shit map. I honestly, I want to put it in. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put Tranzit above 5, honestly. I can play one game of Tranzit. I'm gonna get pissed off with it, and then I'm gonna go down and I'm not gonna play it again for a while. But there's just something about that map that just draws me back to it. It just, like I said, the potential's there, and all I can do is just fucking dream about it. So this list also includes the individual survival maps of Tranzit. So Farm is dog shit. It's fucking Farm. Bus Depot, also dog shit. Fuck the map. Like, these two maps, they can go fuck themselves. Bus Depot literally has nothing on it. I think Farm has perks on it and a mystery box, but that's about it. No Pack-a-Punch on either of those maps, nothing. Like, they're not that fun. Bus Depot's fun if you want Nacht Der Untoten on crack, or what. Like, I don't even understand how you can have fun playing those two maps. They're just dog shit. But Town, on the other hand, is actually a pretty damn good map. Town held it down for Black Ops 2 because, like I said, you know, Tranzit being Tranzit, no one really wanted to play. But a lot of people were just like, fuck zombies, honestly, when Black Ops 2 came out. But Town really held it down just because it was a simple survival map, but it was also really fun, especially on co-op too. For being how small it is, I remember so many times having a 4-man on Town, and we would all just run trains on the different parts of the map and just sit there and just fucking grind for hours. Like, it was fun. Town is a fun fucking map. It's just got your fucking perks on it, and Pack-a-Punch, and a mystery box. And even, I think the mystery box moves on Town, if I'm not mistaken. I think it can only move to like 2 or 3 different places, but yeah, there's that. But Town is a good fucking map. I will put it Town just right behind Shangri. Actually, I'll put it above Shangri-La. I'm not. You know what? I might even put it above Moon. Town really did. No joke. It held it the fuck down. Just being a overall solid map. Like, it didn't even have to do anything complex or anything. It was just really fucking fun for some reason. Even now, like, I have yet to play the Town Reimagined on Black Ops 3, but I kind of want to play it just because it's a good fucking map. But I'll leave it there for now. Next up is Nuketown Zombies. I was so fucking excited for this because I bought the Black Ops 2 Hardened Edition, which this came with that. Just to find out that the map fucking sucks. Now, I was saying before during the World at War maps how, you know, they have their multiplayer counterparts, but they're not quite the same. Nuketown is literally just fucking, or Nuketown Zombies, it's just Nuketown, and then there really is no difference. It's all fucking destroyed and whatnot. It looks like shit, and then the perks rain from the sky every 5 rounds, and same with the Pack-a-Punch in a randomized order, which I don't really care about. That makes it a lot more fun, but dude, this map is tiny as shit. Like, there's nowhere to have fun on this map. I don't give a fuck. You can train in the backyard all you want. I don't care. Fuck Nuketown Zombies. This map sucks dick. I don't like Nuketown Zombies. I don't want to play Nuketown Zombies. It's at the top of dog shit. It's better than Farm and Bus Depot because there's a little bit more to do with it. But honestly, fuck Nuketown Zombies. I don't understand if anybody actually likes that map, why they do. I don't get it. Next up is Die Rise, and honestly, I think this map is overhated. People really don't like Die Rise. Once again, Die Rise had a lot of potential like Tranzit. I feel like they just dropped the ball in some aspects of it. I think the map could have been bigger, honestly. I like the whole vibe of Die Rise, just being on the skyscrapers and fucking jumping back and forth in between each one. I always love just running around the map, right? You start in the beginning building, go to the next one, and then the next one, and then jump back, and just keep going. I don't know why. It was really fun. Building the trample steam is always just such a good memory, just trying to get that done. It was easier on co-op because everybody can grab a part, and then you kind of just skip the door buys by like dropping off that ledge, and someone always would fall off the fucking map, and it would probably be me. And that's what makes Die Rise an iconic map. I can't go anything higher than okay for it, unfortunately. I do love the Soliquifier, which I think is, once again, one of the best wonder weapons in the game, like, stat-wise. People get mad because it's like, oh, they made a gun that fucking shoots jizz all over the fucking ground, but then you can slip on it and fall off the map. It's like, who the fuck cares? It's not even, like, come on, how bad are you? Yes, I will say that the elevators are annoying, in the sense that, like, you're sitting there, it feels like eternity waiting for, like, that, like, jug or something to come down the fucking elevator, but meanwhile, you're just, like, sitting in a corner, and then you get trapped waiting for it. Yeah, that does get frustrating. I don't know, I was never a Die Rise hater. I'll honestly put Die Rise above Shangri-La. I'm not even kidding you. I don't know, I actually just played Die Rise recently. I played it on Plutonium and did the Easter egg for it with the mod. I had a good time. I mean, it wasn't anything fucking out of this world, but I had a fucking good time with this map. I really never understood the hate for it. Well, actually, I guess I understand it. It just doesn't bother me. I don't know. Up next, Mob of the Dead. Oh my god. Dude. This fucking map. Just, I will never forget loading into this map for the first time, because Black Ops 2 really started off with like a mediocre taste in everybody's mouth. A lot of people didn't even like zombies until this map came out. Dude, watching the intro cutscene and just being in fucking Alcatraz, right? Being in fucking Alcatraz. Oh my fucking god, just this map. Dude, once again, the horror aspects kind of came back here. This map was just fucking different, man. Like, the amount that zombies progressed here, or I should say refined, right? Because with Black Ops 2, we started to get buildables, but you can only pick up one part at a time and all this. Mob of the Dead, I forget if you could pick up all, or multiple parts at a time, except for maybe the fuel canisters, I think it was, for the plane. I honestly forget. But yeah, we had that, and you could also see what parts were needed and stuff. When you pull up the scoreboard, which is a nice touch. Like, this map just fine-tune the Black Ops 2 elements, and then this is what happens. You make those small adjustments, and then you end up with something so fucking masterful here. Even from the fucking loading screen of Mob of the Dead, it shows that you need to fucking secure the keys and fucking, I forget all the steps, but essentially you're kind of told what you need to do on the map, because the map, you have to pay attention to what you're doing. You gotta have objectives here to do, and it was just so different at the time, man. Going around the map and feeding the Hellhounds to get the Hell's Retriever, and then also you can upgrade it to get the Hell's Redeemer, the Golden Spork. Dude, this map was just so fucking good. And I almost forgot, when you start off the map, you're in Afterlife mode, which was completely brand fucking new. And you're like, why am I dead? Right? Why the fuck am I dead? But then it's just like, oh no, wait, this is how you turn on power and stuff around the map. There's no power switch. You have to power shit with the Afterlife mode. Oh my god. Who could forget the fucking Tommy gun was added on this fucking map? And what other gun? There was another gun that was added too. But the Tommy gun, though. But the fucking Tommy gun! Are you kidding me? Oh, I think the AK was also put onto this map, too, which wasn't on the other maps. But and the fucking death machine. You get a death machine in the box. Even though, no, I didn't really like using it, because the Tommy gun existed. A fucking Tommy gun. A 1928 Chicago typewriter. Oh my god. What a fucking awesome gun. The Blundergat was dope as fuck. Upgrading it to the Acid Gat by collecting the parts instead of Pack-a-Punching. Well, actually, no. You could Pack-a-Punch the Blundergat, but you could also Pack-a-Punch the Acid Gat. It was just an upgrade to the Wonder Weapon, which was like, what the fuck? And I also totally forgot, too, with Tranzit. Yeah, dog shit Wonder Weapon, but everybody knows that. But, dude. And the soundtrack to this map, the story, oh my god. If this map is incredibly important to the COD zombie story. If fucking Al never broke the fucking cycle, then, well, the cycle would have never been, whatever, I'm not even gonna get into it. But, dude, and the Easter egg too. The Easter egg really isn't complex, but having that ending where it's a 3v1, where it's all the other mobsters versus Al, whoever's playing as Al, and you just fight to the death, and either the cycle's broken or it continues. And at the time, you're like, what the fuck does this mean? It was, oh my god, this map. Brutus, fucking scary ass boss zombie. He can lock down perk machines and also like the workbenches and stuff. Dude, this map is just, there's so many infinite positives about this map. Very little negatives, honestly. The only thing that sucks is, well, totally forgot. Building the plane and then going to the Golden Gate Bridge for pack punches, it's awesome. Honestly, I gave shit toward, not shit, but I said some things in Shangri-La, like, using like the minecart or some features like that in other maps. They kind of get boring after a while, but it was always so much fun just to like fly to the Golden Gate Bridge and then come back, and then you got to collect the fuel again, because it would have been too easy if you didn't have to do that. Oh man, this map. I have it right now below Call of Duty, but it's above Call of Duty. It's always ranked this high for everybody. There's very little reason to hate this map. It's so fucking awesome. And I honestly don't like maps with really tight spaces and stuff, because I feel like they're just boring. But I don't know, Mob just works so fucking well. Oh my god, it's got the magic touch. It's got the magic fucking touch. Next up is Buried. Now this was the last Jimmy Zielinski map, but Buried is fucking dope. Like, just starting off above ground and then everybody kind of jumps down and you slide down into the actual map. That was always so fucking cool. I always forget the big dude's name. Everybody has a different name for him, I feel like. But you feed him candy and booze and stuff, and he can do all sorts of things on the map for you. Hold zombies, break open areas that you can't buy open. The Paralyzer as a wonder weapon was so cool, and I actually have A little bit of hatred towards that wonder weapon, because every time I've played Buried, I never get the paralyzer. I always hit the box, especially in co-op. I'm always hitting the box the most, but somehow someone else fucking gets it, and then that's it. I can't get it for the rest of the game, because I ain't fucking going down with that shit. And when I found out that you can use the paralyzer as like a jetpack and boost yourself up to that one spot, right where like you come down initially into the map, was always so fucking cool. I mean, stuff like that just adds so much to the fucking map. And it's a shame that, you know, we don't have more weapons like the paralyzer. But that gun is just so fucking dope. It was also a cool idea to have like the chalk and you can put where you want your wall buys and stuff. That's always, you know, it's really not important to me, but it's a nice feature. And you also get points for doing it too, which is cool. It's free points. The main draw to this map for me, though, that really boosts Buried up, without this aspect of the map, I wouldn't like it as much, and that's the witch's house. Oh my fucking god. Even to this day, it is scary going into that fucking place. Especially when you see that bitch through the window of, like, the fucking house, just staring at you and then disappears, and then you go in there, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh my god, going in there for the first time was just like, what the fuck do you do? Like, where do we go? And then fucking, you just see the fucking witches slowly start coming towards you, and then you realize that they're not damaging you. No, they're taking your fucking points. They're taking your fucking points away from you, and then if you have no points left, then they're gonna fucking kill you. Even though it's a short little run through, it's always so much fun. I don't care. It never gets boring for me. And it's also nice that if you run through there and not take a hit, you get a free perk. You can also do like the other free perk Easter egg with the ballistic knife and the dartboard. That was really cool. And then when you get out of the witch's house, you get to go to the fucking hedge maze. Oh my god, I love mazes, right? I wish more zombies maps had mazes in them, and it's awesome that it changes every time you go back to it, so it's not static. Gazebo is such a shit spot. The fact that you have to go down in the gazebo and then in that tight little room with just pack-a-punch, and there's also a window in there where zombies can come through, so they're not coming through just the stairs that you came down, is such a bad spot. It's honestly, it's so shit. It's so fucking shit. I hate it. I hate the fact that pack-a-punch is down there. I wish it was just, you get to the end, there's the gazebo, and it's a little bit of an open area, and there's your pack-a-punch. The stairs shit is so unnecessary, and just, I can't tell you how many times I've died trying to pack-a-punch on this goddamn map because of that stupid gazebo staircase. Oh, and I think there's holes in it too, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a little bit since I played Buried, but I'm pretty sure there's at least one section that has a hole that you can fall through. It's like, fuck that. Are you kidding me? I also like the little Easter egg that you can do, with the what the fuck is the guy's name? The big dude, right? If you give him booze or whatever, and he runs into the fountain outside the witch's house, and then you go into the maze and find the fountain there and blow it up, and you can teleport back to spawn. That's awesome. That is so cool to me. It was always nice because it's like, oh, now I don't have to run back through the witch's house again. I can just jump in the teleporter, go back to spawn. I love that. That was really dope. That being said, Buried is it's at the top of great. Leading up to Origins was, dude, those trailers, everything we got from this map before it even came out. Seeing giant robots, the intro cinematic with Shepherd of Fire, and once again we had, you know, throughout the entirety of Black Ops 2, we never knew what happened. We were like, where's the original crew? Granted, now it's premise in Origins, but we didn't really know that at the time of this map. We really didn't understand what was going on in the story up until now. But it was cool to see, you know, Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, and Richtofen again. And then in this fucking World War I map, in these trenches, fucking giant robots, fucking storm and lightning in the fucking sky. Oh my god, oh my god. And up until that point, it was called Origins. The intro cinematic kind of led to the point where it's just like, this is the beginning of this story, right? But then we realized that it's a whole nother fucking timeline going on. Alright, whatever. Storyline aside, it's Origins, right? Once again, this map never ranks low on anybody's list, and that's for a fucking good reason. This map did so much for the future of zombies. From the Easter egg, from the 4 elemental staffs, which other maps would copy going forward, that 4, you know, wonder weapon thing. So Think about that for co-op. Instead of one person just getting the wonder weapon, now all 4 of you can go get your own special wonder weapon, right? And everybody would fight over which staff they would want, and then you can upgrade those staffs. Oh my fucking god. Oh, dude. Like, they didn't have to do all that, but they did. And just the overall vibe and atmosphere of this map on point. Once again, Call of Duty Zombies really misses when it comes to atmosphere and those sorts of things. What do I even say about this map that hasn't been said a million times over? I mean, end of the day, Origins is at the top of GOAT, and it's going to stay there for a reason, man. Dude, finishing when the Easter egg was finished for Origins and watching the fucking cutscene, I think that was the first time we got a cutscene for zombies, right? Like an ending Easter egg cutscene. I think that, pretty sure that was the first one ever. And just watching that, you're like, what the fuck just happened? It's just like, what? Opened so many doors for the storyline going forward. With the release of Black Ops 3, we got easily the best launch map of all time. We're never getting a map like this ever again. I don't care about Black Ops 6 Zombies or the future of zombies years from now. Like, we're never getting a launch map quite like Shadows of Evil. Once again, it just built off of Origins, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're fucking serious about this shit. Once again, this map, instead of being like Origins, it's more akin to Mob of the Dead, mainly just because of the beast mode. It's pretty similar to Afterlife. You know, you're using the beast mode to turn on power across the map, open doors, break boxes to get parts and stuff. It's enough. Everybody loves Shadows of Evil. I mean, I guess unless you're an absolute casual zombies player, you probably hate this map, but even then, people would say, like, you know, this isn't good for a casual player, but it's not that bad. If you the casual zombies player, play Shadows of Evil 2 or 3 times, you kind of get what you need to do to get everything opened, how to get pack-a-punch and stuff like that. I guess maybe like even getting the Apothecary swords is not that bad. But what this map added from just the story aspect was just awesome. Having the Apothecans and the Keepers and everything, so dope, so unique. The Margwa, probably the best boss zombie, you know, aside from boss fights, best boss zombie on a map. Margwas are just terrifying. You know, they start off slow until you start popping one of the heads, and the second head, then they're fucking charging after you, and then they can get pretty annoying when they slam down on you and you can fucking die, but whatever. Gobblegums were also introduced with Shadows of Evil, which, you know, Gobblegums, that's a whole other discussion of, do they belong in zombies, yes or no, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, man, Shadows is just such a dope fucking map. Shadows of Evil, once again, Treyarch cooked. They fucking cooked with this map, and we'll never get another map like it again. Never. Ever, ever, ever. The next map after Shadows of Evil is Der Eisendrache. This fucking map is so overrated, it's not even funny. Even at its release, I did not care about this map. Granted, it sucked because I was an Xbox. I played Black Ops 3 on Xbox, and this was the first time that PlayStation got all the DLC maps first. So it was out for however long, and I maybe watched a couple videos of it and whatnot. Thought it looked cool, but it's actually mind-blowing actually, it's not mind-blowing to me. I get the love for this map. I really do. It's essentially just Origins in a fucking medieval castle. And even the fucking Panzer Soldats are here. I mean, really. And then you have 4 elemental bows, just like the 4 elemental staffs. I think everybody realizes that it's pretty much just Origins, but I think the map's a hell of a lot more boring. I really do. There's the little underground zero gravity section that's kind of cool, but I don't know, man. There's just something about Der Eisendrache that never clicked with me. Yes, the Easter egg is fun. For the most part, I don't really like the wisp step because I have a heart attack every time I'm trying to do it, and then I'm like, oh, did I fuck it up? Did I whatever. But this map is so fucking overrated, man. It's not in the GOAT tier. I'll tell you that right now. It's not a GOAT map. It's not. Great? Maybe. I'm not even kidding you. There's just something about this map that just doesn't click with me. That it clicks with other people. I'm putting it at the bottom of great. Yes, the boss fight at the end is awesome. I think that was the first boss fight that we got. None of the areas are just areas I want to be in the map, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like after I open up the map, I just want to stay in that little courtyard area, maybe, right? And then, obviously, if I'm doing the Easter egg, you're going all over the map or whatever, but I don't know, man. This map is just overrated to me. It's really, like, I wish it was bigger, honestly, or I don't know, because you enter the castle, and it's really not a whole lot of rooms. When I envisioned this map, I envisioned it being a lot more than just what it was. I'll play it, sure, it's a great map fundamentally, but it's just an inferior Origins, man. I don't get it. Never understood the love for it. Well, I keep saying I never understood the love for it, but I do understand it. It's just not my map, man. Overrated. After Der Eisendrache is Zetsubou No Shima, and now this map, I'm the complete opposite on. People hate Zetsubou and then love Der Eisendrache. I don't really like Der Eisendrache that much, but I love Zetsubou. People bitch about how much it takes to like get set up on this map just to get power on, then get to pack a punch. It's fun for me. I mean, if you know how to do it, it's really not that bad. I guess it can be quote-unquote tedious, but I don't really mind it. That's just the truth, man. I like Zetsubou a lot. I really do. The Thrashers aren't the greatest. They are honestly kind of annoying, but they're really not that fucking bad. People complain about the Thrashers a lot, and I'm like, they're not that fucking bad. The Easter egg, pretty much the Easter egg is just setting up the map and getting the wonder weapon. And you do like 2 or 3 steps after that. You know, you just do your trials and everything. You get the skull. That's the Easter egg is pretty simple on this map, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that at all. It just sucks though that the boss fight, it's just really not that great. The story here is awesome though. The ending cutscene's always dope with fucking Takio. That was so fucking cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've always loved Zetsubou. I always get so mad when people rank it low or just shit on it. I don't get it. I like it. The map is big too. Once again, I like bigger maps. And this map has a lot of different areas to it, and I always feel like I'm running back and forth from every area. Like, I feel like I'm using every part of the map for the most part. Yeah, man, Zetsubou's a good fucking map. Or, I don't know why I'm saying good. I'm put it in GOAT. I don't give a fuck. Is it above Mob of the Dead? I don't know. It could be. But I won't. I won't put it above Mob of the Dead. But Zetsubou, man, I overhated. Der Eisendrache is overrated. Zetsubou is over fucking hated, man. Dude, justice for Zetsubou, man. It's a good fucking map. I may, you know, piss a lot of people off, but Gorod Krovi, Gorod Krovi is an overrated map, just like Der Eisendrache. Honestly, I think it's a lot more overrated. I honestly don't like Gorod Krovi that much. Cool setting, sure. Dragons, cool. Whatever, man. But the map sucks. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. I hate this fucking map's like just the layout. I hate running through it. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's kind of tight, but not really that tight. But actually, no. I would say this is overall a tighter map than most. Like, there really isn't that much of like an open area or anything like that. Sure, you got that one big staircase area with the one like main building that you're always going back and forth to with the first dragon. Riding the dragons, yes, it's a cool experience to going back and forth to pack a punch, and also having the dragon wings, really, and you know, being able to get there faster or just, you know, skip the cutscene essentially. That's really cool. You know, doing the lockdown at Pack-a-Punch is always fun. I mean, that's a really cool environment. The Easter egg on this map sucks dick. I don't care. The Valve step isn't that bad. Yes, it sucks that you need to literally use an online calculator to figure out what to do for it. But I hate escorts. The fucking there's 2 escorts on this, and the Mangler one is just stupid. You could try to, because he just goes so slow, but if you shoot his helmet off or whatever, you can try to make him come faster, but then you might end up killing him. It's just so frustrating. I hate shit like that. Yes, the boss fight is cool with Nikolai. Yeah, it's two boss fights realistically. Like, the map itself just isn't fun for me. It never really was. I never understood this map, just like Der Eisendrache. Like, it's not bad, but like, it's so extremely just an okay map at best. Like, realistically, that's what it is. I'm not giving it the great tier. It's an okay. Okay, it's just an okay map. I don't know. Yes, having like the helmets, like the Mangler helmet, is cool. And I think, is there another one too? But you know what I mean. That shit's cool. But the map itself just pisses me off. Having the PPSH come back was pretty dope, though. I think it's ugly, too. I mean, granted, yes, it's a scorched fucking Stalingrad. Like, everything, it's supposed to look like shit. But, like, I don't know. It's just, like, there's just something about this map that just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, man. Gorod Krovi is just not that great of a fucking map. Lastly, there's Revelations with Black Ops 3. And I was excited for this map, knowing that it was going to be a mishmash of, like, all previous zombies. Not every single previous zombies map, but a lot of them. But when it comes down to it, you just kind of take the teleporter, jump over to them, and then it's like, hey, I'm in Verruckt. Hey, I'm in Mob of the Dead. This is kind of cool, but it's really not that cool after, like, the first time. It's honestly just, like, whatever. It just feels lazy, almost. But the map is a lot of fun. Mainly because of how fucking OP you can be. You can get the Apothecant Servant. You can, and upgrade it too, by the way. You can upgrade it on this map. You couldn't do that on Shadows. You can upgrade it. You can also get a fucking upgraded Thunder Gun, and then just get another normal bullet gun, and you're easily getting to round 100. So, once again, if you like going for high rounds, Revelations is fun to do it. The Easter egg is pretty good. I'm trying to think. I did it recently. Yes, there's some annoying aspects to the Easter egg, but it's not that bad overall. The boss fight, yes, at the end is a little overwhelming. I actually do hate, though, the first boss. I guess it's a boss fight when it's when you have to read the fucking, I guess it's the Chronorium, I forget, or it's just some random book with the symbols on it. Then you got to input the symbols as shit's coming after you, and if you don't have little Arnies, you're pretty much fucked. It is definitely better than Der Eisendrache. It is better than Der Riese. I don't know. It's a great map. I'll leave it at that. Right there. Towards the bottom of great. It had more potential. Oh, throwing those fucking little Arnies in the fucking holes. That step's fucking annoying. Fuck that step. The Easter egg hunt was like 2 weeks long to fucking figure out the Easter egg on this map. But it's not even close to being like the hardest Easter egg. So it's kind of wild that it took that long. I forget which step, you know, took forever to figure out, but that's really cool. Instead of something being beat in like an hour or 2 hours, whatever, it took 2 weeks to fucking beat this map and get our ending to, well, what we thought was the full ending to the the Ether storyline. 9, once again, I think this is a highly overrated map. Everybody kind of said this was the best, like, you know, launch map for Black Ops 4. By the way, come on, having 4 maps at launch for a fucking zombies game is unreal. We're never getting that again. Just like a map like Shadows of Evil, or like a lot of these other maps, we're just never getting this shit again, bro. Like, it's just sad to see, but that's just the truth. I don't know, man. I think the map's extremely boring. Yes, you have like, it's pretty much just a giant, you know, you have your main gladiator arena, then your 4 towers that you can go in. And then the whole underground section I fucking hate. Like, it's just too tight down there. I can't see shit. Fuck this map. Like, it's really not that good, dude. And the fact that you can't start the Easter egg on this map until, like, round 15 or whatever, like, it takes fucking forever to I forget what the first step is. Is it finding the fucking skull? Actually, no, it's, I forget, but you have to wait. Yes, fuck that skull step. Once you know how to do it and know the locations, it's not that bad, but fuck that skull step. Fuck a lot of these steps. That Danu challenge or whatever, where you get 4 symbols, but that means like that's like 4 different element types of zombies that you need to kill in a certain order, or you fail and then you have to wait another round. Fuck that, dude. I hate that shit. It's just like, no. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new enemy types on this map, which is cool. It's a nice touch, but I feel like you get spammed with them a lot here. I mean, the gladiators and, like, those zombies were cool, but then, like, the elemental ones were just kind of, like, forgettable for me, but the gladiator ones were dope, and having those tigers and shit, that was cool. I've gotten cheesed so many. I also have like a personal fucking hatred for this map, just because the amount of times I've done the Easter egg and got fucked. Because I made the wonder weapon my mule kick weapon or something like that and lost it, or just some bullshit like that. This map is just really boring to me overall, and like I said, the whole bottom portion really is just off-putting to me. I don't like it. It's really just fucking annoying. I hate having to go down there and do shit for it. It's just an okay map. I like Gorod Krovi better, and I'd say Moon too. Fuck it, why not? Voyage of Despair. Oh boy. I want to like this map. I really do, but it's dog shit. It's sad. I know, like, a lot of people think it's a dog shit map. It's a dog shit map, man. Like, I'm not gonna try to, like, defend it or some shit. It's not that fun to play on. Yes, it's cool. The Titanic, that's a cool fucking setting. But just, this map is so fucking tight. It's not even that's the main problem. It's just, I hate navigating it. And people say, oh, it's not that bad navigating. There's fast travels and portals everywhere. It's like, I don't, half the time I don't remember what the areas are called that I'm teleporting to. And I'm like, wait, I don't want to teleport over here. Or some shit like that. It's just, I don't know, man. Voyage of Despair, I want to like. I've played it so many times trying to like it. The boss fight is extremely dope, though. I'll give it that. The planet step and the Easter egg is really cool, too. I think that was really unique. If you think it's a good map, that's fine. But people put it in like some of the greats. Like a few number of people I've seen. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, I think you're just trying to be different at that point, man. Voyage, I think, is just, it's just not fun from a gameplay perspective. This may get some fucking heat, but I don't give a fuck. Blood of the Dead. Dude, keep hating this map all you want. I'm gonna continue to love it. I'm a Blood of the Dead lover. I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Is this map better than the original Mob of the Dead? No. But I don't understand why people hate it so much, except for the fact that the Easter egg is a fucking nightmare. I guess people don't like the new areas that were added to this map. I don't understand, dude. Having that catwalk at the beginning of the map and running to the prison and seeing fucking Brutus and then the fucking hellhounds and the fucking zombies reaching to the fucking walls of the catwalk, that's always so dope to me. I don't understand. Yes, granted, you really don't use that part of the map ever again, like that whole beginning area for one until you get to the, like, a couple parts of the Easter egg that require you to go look in that area for maybe the bird, and also do that one trial step thing with the ghost and the flipping the switches, and fuck that step, oh my god. But the atmosphere once again is just here. The soundtrack on this map is here. Having Pack-a-Punch just be like a roaming Pack-a-Punch, yes, it's kind of lame when in comparison to the original Mob of the Dead. I get it, but once again, I did say how much I love just getting on the plane in the original Mob of the Dead and flying the Pack-a-Punch, but I don't really miss it in this map. I don't really care for it. It's just like, I don't care that it's not here, you know? I think it's fine. I think the one thing that everybody praises about this map is the story, especially that ending cutscene for the Easter egg and just how this changed the storyline. But yeah, man, I don't know. I've always loved Blood of the Dead, even at release. I'm like, I don't understand why people are hating this map. It's really fun. Yes, the Easter egg is fucking annoying, and I hate it. I hate the Easter egg for this map. Is it better than Call of the Dead? I don't know about that. Is it better than I don't know. I think Up There and Go is where it belongs for sure. The last Black Ops 4 launch map is Classified, which is just a 5 remake, and it's, in my opinion, just a lamer version of 5. I was excited for it. They added a few new spaces and everything, which is fine. I don't hate them, but it's still 5 at the end of the day. It doesn't have the Pentagon Thief. I think makes sense story-wise why he's not there. So when this next map came out, this is when I was pretty much clocked out with Black Ops 4 Zombies. I really wasn't playing it as much as is because I just wasn't enjoying it. But then when this map came out, I was like, I'm fucking done with this. And that map is Dead of the Night. Mainly because, I don't know if I'm going to give it the award of most complex map, but it's definitely one of the most fucking confusing maps, especially if you're if you're a casual player and you try to play Dead of the Night, you're gonna fucking hate zombies for the rest of your life. You literally need a guide to understand this map. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. This map was just, they went off with this fucking map. Once again, atmosphere on point, man. Just having this Clue-like fucking mansion in the dead of the night with fucking werewolves, vampires. That shit's awesome. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That shit is dope. Going back recently and playing this map with a guide, and doing the Easter egg, I had such a fun time with this map. Yes. If I went to go play it right now, and would I know what I'm doing? No, probably not. because I don't, again, without a guide, I wouldn't know. Which that's what takes away points from it. Not even kidding you, if this map was just a bit easier, had a little bit less of like, you know, the pickups and everything, and just they toned it back on the complexity, it would be in the goats for sure. But it's not, just for that reason. I cannot go back and play this. Maybe if I played it 100 times, yes. Easter egg is so much fun on this map. I don't know why. Even the scratch step that people hate, I liked it. I didn't fail it at all. I had an easy time with it. I think the hardest step for me was the puzzle one, but like where you flip the switches, like it's like a fucking Resident Evil puzzle if I'm being honest. But that's just because I fucked it up. I knew what to do to get him to all match up, to have all the lights shining on it. I just fucked up one of the things because the zombie had hit me, and then I had to like fix it and start over from scratch and do some scuffed way of making it work. But dude, I really like Dead of the Night. Definitely not as complex as like the Voyage boss fight or anything, but it's still just, it's a fucking awesome boss fight, fighting the, you know, big bad fucking werewolf. And you know, he's invisible. I'm pretty sure he's invisible. Or is he invisible during that fight? And then you have to reveal him with the I forget how it works, but you have to turn the statues to all flip. It almost reminds me of like if you were playing like something out of Destiny. I honestly, like, there's a lot of things in the Black Ops 4 Zombies that kind of remind me of something from like Destiny. Ooh, better than Buried? No, I don't think so. Better than Ascension? Sure. Dude, Dead of the Night, man. Yes. Way too complex. But I don't know, it was really fun playing this map again and giving it a second chance. Super fun. Unfortunately, this next map though, Alpha Omega, is dog shit. It's just Nuketown Zombies expanded. They just added a whole underground section and just expanded the top ground a little bit. It's just boring. It's fucking Nuketown, man. Like, it's not fun. I'll put it above Nuketown Zombies. Ancient Evil. Better than Der Eisendrache for sure. Better than Revelations? Yeah, fuck it. Why not, right? Fuck it. I'm down for that. I'll leave it, you know, I'll say it's a little bit better than Revelations, right? Easter egg is overall pretty enjoyable. Boss fight is awesome. But there is that one, what is that one step? The sundial thing where you have to input the code while it's spinning, and like, oh god, I hated that. Fuck that step, dude. Fuck that step. Overall, yeah, no, it's a great fucking map for sure. I think you just need a guide for Black Ops 4 Zombies. They really just went all out with it, and at the end of the day now, all these years later, once we have all these optimized ways of playing the map, it's better to just go in and know, you know, have a video with you, know what you're doing, and just follow the Easter egg steps. But that's also the thing too of Black Ops 4 Zombies. You really just want to do the, like, I don't really want to play a lot of these maps just to survive on or just have fun on. You know, like, I can't tell you how many games of Origins that I've played and I didn't do the Easter egg because I was like, I just want to play Origins. But with these Black Ops 4 maps, I feel like I have to do the Easter egg, you know? Like, or else I'm just like, I don't really want to play these maps. That's kind of why they don't land themselves higher in like the GOAT tier for me. I'm surprised, honestly, all these years later that they've managed to get up into like some of the greatest maps I've ever played. Me, I know a lot of people would put it up there with the GOATs, but nah, I can't. The last map that I'll be ranking is Nacht Der Toten. When I found out that we were getting a Call of the Dead remake, because for the longest time, Call of the Dead was always my favorite zombies map of all time, no matter what, even over Origins and Shadows. Like, I'm like, yo, I'll always love Call of the Dead. But then taking a step back and looking at things, I'm like, okay, I think I like those other maps more. But like, hearing that we were getting this remake was just all. But this was towards the end life of Black Ops 4 anyways. I don't even think I played it when it came out. We finally got to see the Siberian base. That's really cool. I know a lot of people probably love how this map looks, but I kind of miss the dark, foggy fucking Call of the Dead. This is just like bright and sun. It almost hurts my eyes sometimes looking at it, how bright this map can be with the fucking sun and the snow. It's just like, I don't know. The Easter egg isn't too complex. It's pretty much just a fetch quest. You're just grabbing a lot of items, obviously, for the Hermit. And then it really sucks too that this is the last fucking map that we got. There's no boss fight. There was nothing like, you figured you'd get like an insane boss fight, but you just kind of stand in a circle and follow it around the map as the last part. Like, what? Tundra gun It was a cool wonder weapon. That was a really cool wonder weapon to add to the map. And also the thunder gun was there too, and the Wonder Waff sniper. That was. I don't know if people hate that gun or say it's shit. I mean, I think it's a cool idea though, having a Wonder Waff sniper. Like that's pretty fucking dope to me. Realistically, I'm gonna put Nacht Der Toten at the top of OK. I just think it was pretty lukewarm of a map to end on. I could sit here and probably nitpick and adjust some things, but honestly, I'm fucking happy with it, man. I don't give a fuck. I think Cold War Zombies and onwards is just fucking garbage. I played The Machine like once or twice, and I was like, yeah, I hate this. And I think probably a couple months ago I reinstalled Cold War just to play it for a little bit, and I played a game of Nacht Der Toten because I think people say it's the best Cold War map, and I got to around like 20, I think. I don't even think I didn't do the Easter egg, even though it's pretty easy to do because it kind of tells you what to do, but I didn't give a fuck about it. I just think it just doesn't feel right, man. The feeling is not there for zombies. I don't fucking care. Like, if it's like, oh, it's not that bad, it's like, no, dude, like, they've stripped this thing. Other than that, man, that's the end of the video, and once again, these are the fucking rankings. I'm gonna say this is a based tier list. I don't give a fuck. I spoke the fucking truth when it came to this shit.